Where do we come from? And where are we going? The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish. All things come to an end, even time itself.
Okay, so I try to wait for the music to come out, so that's not gonna help. In any case. Hey everyone, 1877 here. Welcome to a live stream of Genshin Impact. I was supposed to be live streaming yesterday, and now you show up. Oh, I was waiting for that music to show up anyway. I was supposed to live stream the next update 5.7, but I was too focused on trying to pull characters and see where the location is. But the good thing is I finally got the one you're looking at right now. I got her now from the moment the maintenance was done. So I will let her introduce herself. So let's just let her do it. All right. So let her introduce herself.
I am Skirk, disciple of Sirtologi, the Foul. You've proven your strength to me along your journey, and earned the right to speak to me as an equal. Now, let me witness how your fate unfolds.
For people who don't know, we haven't met. For people who have been watching the stream with me, you probably know what's going on. And those who don't know, we had met her during Fontaine when we was trying to save Fontaine from the prophecy. And she had told something about what she said something about Nivelette about the curse. The Genosis has a simple curse, so that's something that she mentioned about. So let's see what they have for her. She says about Elise's promise? Okay, she do know about Densley, Dior, Tantaglia, Misère Nouvellette. About the will of the moon? Okay. That's something we're gonna have to study. Nicole? Okay, she got something about Nicole as well. So she knows about Densley, the Dory. Oh no. Okay, Numelet, and about the moon. What is which? That's something about it. And Nicole. Yes, she also bring about Alice. That's another one that we don't hear every day. So we're gonna hear once we get her level 4. I'll find some details of what she meant about. We found more about her skill. Once we get to friendship level 3, we'll find out what she does. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, and the 6th one is gonna have to deal with that. So our hobbies, we're not too worried about. Yeah, it's always there. All things come to an end, time itself, so yeah. That thing. Okay, she has a lot of ideas. Alright. And for so far, people want to know, I have made her talent so far. I still need a lot of resources though. That's another time. I gave her the full stack of this until I get some 5 stars. It's gonna take a while. So we now notice I had to look at it early. There is the main weapon is gonna be like that too. But I think this is also a very good weapon to choose, because maybe people are suggesting this weapon to help her. So that's actually a good one. Because again, I don't really use 3-star weapons. Never from other games too. So the foul. So Skirt needs to rely on hydro characters to get the little warp gates around them. That's also include a cryo character to help. Granted, there's a lot of hydro characters you can go for. For me, it's always gonna be the ground control units, basically Ganyu and Aizo, who can just help her out, take out the rest more often. If you want her to keep using her alone, but have Hydra around you, Barbara and Nilu as like your the best person to have. For 4-star character, Barbara can have a Hydra. Anyone that's near it get near them. It could do it could just do freezing attack, give her the rift right off the gate. Nilu can do it as well, but she has like a big circle dome over it, so you have to use her elemental skill for it, just to proc her skill. And that goes the same thing for other characters, Mona and Ayaka. They could both just go underneath the ground and pop up. Mona could use her elemental skill to cause an distraction, whereas Ayaka will use her elemental skill to do AoE cryo damage around the area. So it helps her more. I mean, if you don't have other 5-star characters, I mean, again, 4-star is gonna help more. Chunyu and Shincho are also your best tag team partners. He could just, as long as you get these two, the sacrificial weapons, they could benefit in each other. Him using his elemental burst and his elemental burst as well he's gonna just use multiple projectiles to do more damage. So that's gonna help both of their favors. I know the other 4-star character can help too. Also, Ganyu can also Chi-Chi, yes, I can. Chi-Chi, who can play both main DPSer, healer with the elemental skill, which is look cute. Plus a revival. Same thing as Barbara if you maxed her out. I mean, normally she's gonna be fine. Where is she? Godly. Mulani can be do good too if you want to do a little sub DPS. If you have someone who can back her up. Rosario can be great when you do want an AoE for elemental burst damage. For a 5-star character, Yeilong can also good because she can do projectiles. She can be great if as a sub DPS. There's Barbara. Barbara can again healer, but also if you have her maxed out, if like Skirt is down, she can just revive him right away. So you don't have to worry about that. That's like an easy win. But for other 5-star characters, you can probably say Farina playing both a sub DPS and a healer. Again, because she could do damage depending on the person's health. So if you want to switch back to her, she can heal automatically. Mona, like I said, despite her elemental skill, she can just put a distraction in and just help have any other character to do cryo. You can actually put Skirt here to help her out. Or like a Yako or Eula can just basically support them. If not, I could probably say you can have Kaya with his elemental burst to just put us around anyone around them. They're also good. He's also good with Barbara to do a Hydro and Cryo abilities. Who else? Fremine can also help if you want that Cryo and that attack damage support. Mika, yeah, Micah is gonna also play a great role to help it reduce or whatnot. Charlotte, a big help. She can heal people, but also do damage. That also helps out the rift. I mean, and also Kansas, which I like using her as well. She can basically do there she is. Reduce hydro resistant, maybe to do more cryo damage. I mean, you have many options for some of these characters, and it helps benefit Skirt. But for now, this is the group of team I have. I'm gonna put Skirt in the main story right now. So there's the team I have built for the ground control for Skirt. But if you're looking for ground control, like I said, the only person who's by far the best is Ganyu and Ayato, because they both play good ground control when it comes to ads, like surrounding you. So they can help each other out. Okay. Now, I did mention about those two, but they also Ganyu and Aito helps a lot for both people. They can also help with Chaska if you have another Electro there. It can also help out with Navia if you put Kachina here as your backup. If not, you can put Shilonin, which right now Shilonin is kind of pissed off at Mawika, but we're not gonna talk about that anytime soon. All right. I mean, there's a lot of built teams. You just gotta look at the right team. You look at the right team and fit the way. After her, I am gonna be chasing Emily, if that is. All right, let's split the team. All right. Dun 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 dun. I thought I completed the task. Oh, let's go in there just in case.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Okay. So I do know some information. Certain casts is being replaced. We already know Paimon is one of them who got replaced. Kaching, who also got her cast, her voice cast been replaced. So we don't know until the next update. Now the question is, in 5.8, is she's gonna be involved with the summer event? Probably not, because she's gonna be more focused on the lantern rite than everyone else. But then again, I digress about that. Rumor saying that the Luke cast is also being his voice being replaced soon. Who else? Okay. We gotta get to Samara. There it is. And they said Cancer's voice actress is also being replaced. Even though I'm not too sure, it's a 50-50 there. That's the same thing with Diluc. So we really don't know. However, Zach and Sarah are coming back as their main characters, which is Ether and Lumine. As for Venti included, because Venti is back. I mean, again, she does a fantastic role as Venti. Beto is gonna come back because I think, again, she deserves to come back. Who else is in that list that is also returning? Again, there's a lot of characters that are returning. I am happy to see them. I'm looking forward to see what lies ahead. Alright, meanwhile, Shalona has received a commission letter which, instead to return to the shader on her base, that commission required a face-to-face chat. Little does she knows that Marika, whose commission it is waiting to talk to her in her workshop. Oh boy. I'm gonna do more of those. I kind of like it, but I couldn't do. Like, I did John Lee's one, but I didn't do all of it. I think I did 2 of them. Hope we can get more of that later. I'll do Skirt later on? Question mark? Today is this one. A space of time for you. The end of the journey is also its beginning. Time is meaningless. Time is meaningless. You and I are clearly looking at the same view. Space is meaningless. Okay, same view is space is meaningless. Until you destroy my collide and twine all those threads together. Interesting. Near the Collector Plenty, you agree to help the Yensan convert a portal. However, you stumble upon something completely unexpected. Okay. Let's go take a look. Feel free to ask any questions, guys. I know I haven't said that for a couple of years, but I'm just gonna do it the heck of that thing. Alright, let's go take a look. There's Yensan. So also I want to hear Paimon's voice, because she has a new voice. Let's hear it.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Oh hey, Coach Yensan. What are you doing here all by yourself?
Yeah, she sounds like the original Paimon, so that's no.
Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
Random entry. That sounds more like helping you out.
Yeah. All jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes. And they're...
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no! Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you. Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Yan-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
Alright, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you, Paimon.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area. That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Sure thing. Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Come to think of it, why she sounds like a little bit of Amy. I don't think they're gonna introduce us this character or the voice actress anytime soon. For some weird reason, she sounds like Amy a little bit from that little quote here and there. Alright, let's go take a look. Hope there's no volcanoes. I'm gonna have a fucking piss off problem. Oh.
Right here. What's this? Was there always a cave here?
No.
We should go take a look, right? Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away here? Ah! You woke it up! Huh? It ran away! Oh, guess our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
There's something on the ground.
You
I
mean
don't
that
think
shiny thing?
Oh.
Must have dropped it as it ran off. Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still. What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from? What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship?
Yeah, it is a hibernation chamber.
Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
That's the one.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
No, I still have mine.
Whoa! Yeah, these look identical. So if one of them's
Lumine.
yours, does that mean the other one is...
One belongs to me, the other belongs to my
Knew
sister.
it! Huh, the keys to a spaceship! Huh, somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Oh, wait, no, descender. But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your sister lost her key somewhere not far from here. Then that hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your sister was here recently. Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ansan's patrol on a whim. And now, we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your sister. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Ansan?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, hey, Ian-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been canceled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Huh?
I should have known. Didn't expect our suspicion to be confirmed so quickly. Sound like Min is on the move again. I'll find her the way to speak with her in person. This time I have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time?
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case. Great. Then let's head over together.
A space and time for you. This is getting weird. Why do we have Lumim's own hyperchamber, aka space? Why is it there? Okay, we have ours. This is getting weird. This Friday I will stream the story character story with Skirt, and I think that's gonna be a more fun too. Okay. What the hell? How the fuck are you? Oh, idiot. Oh, that didn't work. Oh! Dumbass, you need a fucking ram. Hey, buddy. Don't mind if I do. You. There you are. Thanks, bud. Alright, take a good nap. I'm gonna wait for them to come over here. 3, 2, 1.
I'll keep this close.
Get the fuck away from me. Alright, I knew that was coming. Alright, so something's going wrong. And let's see what's going on. Alright. Yeah. Oh, my knees. Jesus.
Malika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for our recent victory over the Abyss?
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces, for starters.
There's a difference between the Abyss Order and
However,
the Abyss.
this is still a war. So we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
No, this one is personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
The current leader of the Abyss is my sister.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what her goal could be?
That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, he's been trying to track his sister down and get some answers. But she's been avoiding him.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Sounds great.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
That's good to hear.
And don't worry, you're still Natlan's hero. I'm not gonna blame you for something your sibling has done. Still, if we manage to find your sister, you wouldn't mind if I gave her a good punch to teach her a lesson.
Jesus Christ! Damn, Mariko, that's typical Himiko. No question about it. I knew that was gonna be the best question. All right, let's go to the Collective Planning. They're in big trouble. So let's find out what's going on. We got the team, so we have that.
Look, it's Eulalie.
She's the next one pulling.
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Eulalie out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey, she's saying your sister has poor taste.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one who thinks that.
Wait, what? Are you saying his sister is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad, but maybe I went too far.
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Eulalie. Anyway, let's get him!
Just let her be. Tataya! Woo! It's so cute. Shut up. Woo! Yeah, you was dead.
Right here.
Sit your ass down.
No escape.
Woo!
Go, go, Barret Bang.
How cute.
Off we go.
Woo! I just like for the back of the sound. Well, those two is over. Red Hounds! Shit! I always you fuckers, bro. Munch. Munch. Kashina, victory again.
That's more like it.
Oh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now?
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold!
Alright, so Norm.
Woohoo!
Munch. Munch. Coño, mi neta madre. Miss, asshole. Oh, hold this.
Get to work.
Forward! Crush them!
Good thing is a heal. Not this again. Great. So now they got it.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it! Catch an epic wave! This order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance!
Of course, it's gonna be those guys. How you miss this? Of course, he's with a fucking dog.
Fulfill our pact. You two, time to end them.
It's Japan!
The more I'm gonna do is the more I can do damage to you, dumbass.
Attack! After them!
Time to show you what happens when you mess with the masters of the
Abyss orders.
All who resist the abyss will pay the price.
You again.
Show no mercy.
Keep lolling! Eat Papa! Get him!
Fulfill our pact.
Resistance is futile. The end is nigh.
Once he has a shield, he's weak. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, that won't broke my shield. Hold it, buddy.
Show no mercy.
Let it rain.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Huh. The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me. But an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So we're no wiser than to the Abyss objective. Back to square one. If only I can move Lumine to talk to me, I can get some answers for all of us. I'm heading back to the Collector Plenty.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that, but you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Don't worry, Lolly. We'll come back. It's like what Jensen says. Something seems off. Good choice. Man. We need to go back to that cave. Let's investigate more.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan and Lolly are waiting for us. Ugh. We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your sister's pocket as she passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Oh, thank goodness! Someone's here. Please help me.
Huh? Who are you? What happened?
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
Lumine?
They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
We're not.
time. They're coming. We gotta run.
What's wrong with that girl? She must be
That's
seeing
Lemmy.
things. Oh no! Hey, look, quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong? Are you hurt?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Illusions! Suddenly I could see it.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. And you're like, great! Thank you,
Savior?
Illusions.
Woohoo!
Thank you, dumbass!
Carving waves!
Jesus Christ.
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kinda funny, actually.
But I could see them once I held her hand.
Oh, really?
Let's try one. I want to check if...
Sure.
What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really
Deirdith.
grateful for your help.
This
No
sounds...
worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Paimon.
With him around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible.
Still the typical Paimon.
What was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were...
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
That would make us more monsters than the monsters.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it.
Why would she sound like Amy?
But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
Why don't we get some rest now?
Good idea. We'll take you.
Pa carajo, coño.
Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore.
Conria?
Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny. Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming.
But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us. So my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw him. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And he's already got a ton of titles, so he won't mind one extra.
Actually, I don't think it's him.
What? But
Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young woman.
Lumine.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
I think I know who it is.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be her.
Who? Who is it?
My sister.
You have a sister? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's her. It has to. Please, can you take me to see her?
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find her.
Huh? But isn't she your sister?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for her anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Have you always believed that Doomsday will come?
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
She spoke about a convention. I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss one. So cute,
See?
though.
She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answer. What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just... how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the savior of dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What do you mean, limit? What happens at...
How am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything.
Stupid ass.
Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find the savior in the meantime, please.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have an...
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry...
Alright then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy. What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your sister when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Golly, bro. The one... Let me grab those two and call it a day. I'm gonna have to switch up because then we need a healer. Alright, let's switch up this team. Yeah, it's getting hectic. Mulan's gonna stay, and I need Ember, so... Alright, let's switch up. We do need a healer. Yeah, we're probably gonna need a healer.
I knew you'd miss me.
Oh, stop it. There you go. Oh, what's the waypoint? There you are. Now we got the full gauge. That's the next objective.
Oh, you're back! How did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress. Yes, unfortunately.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us. And since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
Well, it's
Great.
Jax.
Thanks, you two.
Best not to blame the sisters, too. Let's see what's going on.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
Of course I do.
You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Have you seen anything out of order?
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
It seems could this be related to the...
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going,
We might want to pay a visit to that location.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this...
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking! What's so scary about a chat with a traveler?
It's not the same thing at all! There are plenty of chances to go to war. But a one-on-one chat with our great hero? That could be a
lot to happen.
How can I not be nervous? What if I...
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax!
I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
Let Paimon guess.
May I challenge you to...
What? How can you be so audacious and...
No, of course not. But I...
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity.
I think
Just pick one or the other, will you?
I think it's fair for a request. Show me what you can do. Don't hold back.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my luck. Well...
Okay...
Have you noticed anything out of the
Not at
ordinary?
all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's...
Ignore Paimon.
Traveler? You're back already? And no one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless.
No bullshit. You got drunk. You got a hangover. That's your fault. Okay, that's the save. That is so funny.
What I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does it mean anything to you, Sigla?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
I knew something was up.
What does that mean?
Trouble.
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Actually, since you're here, Satana.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you ever heard a monster that were only visible in certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Alright, we get it! Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying... Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Whew, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old.
No one was saying. I agree. It's hard to say that it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Satali. We're starting this. We're really starting this. We got a jealous alert? Dang, you really... Let's continue.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
He smile. I know he's like, oh god. But and the smile's like, look, I just...
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact. Whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is... it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on. And whether what... sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
You think she's...
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her... At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Might as well. She seemed trust me after all.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll show up soon.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's hear what she had to say.
Why holding hands? Why that specifically? Why not literally anything else?
She wants to...
I'm not normally so suspicious of strangers, but at times like this, the safety of the tribes has to come first.
Fair enough. Okay. So we're gonna need a healer, but something seems off here. She's so pissy because she wants to get touched hands by the traveler. Then you should have made the move, you dumb... Oh, fuck's sake. I like Satali. She's acting like an anime girl. Like she can't help it. She's just...
Here we are. Deirdre will still... So quiet, though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Let's stay quiet.
Traveler, watch out!
Huh? Shoot, maybe it is.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Oh, did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
If you thought it would hurt, I would be tired. I would try to dodge. And somehow, it still hurt. Hurts less than I expected.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monster, and it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Huh. That's weirdly precise. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get—
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. He already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the—
What?
Could she really just be an injured civilian?
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
Sure. I know just about half an hour.
Paimon's getting hungry now, too.
We're starting to see. I think this is like the rift ones we need to find out.
Whew. I am so full.
No trouble.
Thanks for saving me. Again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
No heart, no trouble at all.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdre. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher.
You weren't in there that long.
The time probably passed slowly.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Wait, why would she think that? Does she knows about something the false sky?
But my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
That seems kind of about right.
I really treasured my world. For a really long time, the village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories but I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond the stars?
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the
She sounds like Amy. Why does she sound like it?
I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing. So I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? It's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
The more we chat, the more I am that she not a bad person. And it doesn't sound like she is brainwashed. Maybe we have...
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
It had water inside. Which one is your toothbrush?
The orange.
I'm gonna give you a new toothbrush.
Yeah.
I got
Alright.
a small, but
okay.
Look. He uses this.
Jesus. This is
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
in that case?
Can you see them now?
Yeah, stay back. I'll handle them. Yeah, it's only meant for her.
Oh, Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Ah.
How brilliant!
Let's ride.
Munch. Are you still alive?
The show begins!
Oh yeah, I'm Riff Hounds.
Woohoo!
Need a surf? May I present? No escape!
Woohoo!
Munch. Munch.
Let's shred, Sharky.
Okay.
Amazing.
The show begins!
Woohoo! Amazing. Surf's up.
I knew you guys were gonna be an issue.
Let it rain. Let the world collide.
Whew.
Huh?
Thank you.
Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them? Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing alright, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You... spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
Alright. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway...
She sounds like Amy!
In the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
I'm a person who's...
Alright. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
This is a ley line! This is the Night Kingdom. There's Lumine. Lumine? My head hurts. The headache's gone. I think I hear a voice from the darkness. Welcome to the stream, by the way.
A fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
A dream. What is that?
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact...
Oh, is that right? You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
Paimon! For love of...
What? Don't be so... I have more
self-control?
I still can't remember anything. What did I see that in my dream just now? I think I saw Lumine in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happens next. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after... You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Paimon! Minakami su madre, coño!
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
It's just Paimon. It's how fucking brain does. Hasta cacao.
Deirdith, there should be enough food for
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find...
Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdith.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
That's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be—
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Hold on.
It's the Abyss Order! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs. You don't see them? They're heading right this way.
Wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deerdiff? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
Hello, boys.
Woohoo! All done. Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but Darren can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deerdiff.
See ya, and please take care.
Right. This is getting bad. Thank you. Just try to heal. Alright, we gotta move. Something's off.
From the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
The Abyss Order to send a reinforcement?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
Did we finally unleash the launcher?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
Alright, I got it.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person, and assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Yeah, who else it could be?
Dainsleif.
Dainsleif. That was too easy to tell. That's the only person who can give us the full detail. Wait till Dainsleif shows up. Let's go pay a visit. Look how we have a dickhead right now. Oh, him. Okay. Good to see him. All right, let's go take a look. Where are you waiting for me?
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's...
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif. Thank you for breaking the stalemate and...
No need to thank me. I hunt the disorders for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Ian-san. He always talks like that.
It's quite all right. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance.
Just need to take a picture because something's... Yeah.
Anyway,
Jay, if you're
since
watching
you're
this, you probably...
friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Ian-san! Hey, Dane. Would it have killed you to be a little more polite?
Yes. I remember the name, but I will not enter more emotions than is necessary. When dealing with the citizens of the seventh, it is a matter of principle for me. But since you helped break the settlement, well, we left it off. We left the hook.
Ugh, so stubborn. But
Anyway.
whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Never before I have seen an Abyss Order take actions on such large scale. Taking the face vibe, it seems highly knowledgeable. In the war with the aliens, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot unaware of this. Their true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case of some time. Even captured and end with several Abyss Orders members. Yet still, I am none wiser. I can only assume they have gone for a great length to keep their real operation a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of their forces attacking Natlan, so whatever they stand to gain must hold and value them.
What do you think we should do?
Since we lack intelligence for now, we might well continue the focus on that fighting. Lead them their secret plots. If they're so willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could ever attempt. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order forces. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right. Instant scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Has put him in a good mood. What about you? Any news?
Well, actually, we found his sister's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. She must have lost it.
So she's here in person. Is given a scale of the operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then This other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably his sister.
Hold on. That girl called her the Savior.
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
The last time I heard that term was before the Catechism. And not just that, it referenced to your sister then, too. But who still believe that myth of the Savior when the Cat has already taken place? Doesn't make no sense. That term's been around. That term's been around.
Wait, wasn't his sister called the Princess, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, when she was title Princess. God damn it. Give me a minute. I'm doing this. The rest of the kings and the entire court of Congress set about loading was that might the might that she would bring to the nation. They made sound as if with her there, all pain and suffering will be washed away, and the future of Conria will be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was the celebration, the title given to the princess by those who believe this. Of course, you know how the history ended. The hindsight, the cruel irony of and all that title really stood for was a versus king lust for power.
Sounds like the people of Conria really believed in her.
And this is that why Lumine is the term to receive the homeland? Because she thinks she failed as the Conria savior? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As you for the girl, allow me to offer the. I suspect she is a descendant of our pure blood Conria, with the curse of immortality. They must have a resettle somehow, somewhere, remote cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people and their ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden hair savior.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can prove us with any more of intelligence, she suggests we shift another attention back to the Abyss World.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I will consider it, but we must discuss the next step. First thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. Fair enough there. Yeah, this is bad already. Eight o'clock. A space of time without you. No, can't give them much more time.
Dane and Eon-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
You're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your sister there too.
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Mawika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
I beg to differ. This is a waste of time, wasting time. You have the intel you need, so every second you delay it is increased the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsliff. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Very well. Then I'll go alone there.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a time.
It's all right.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsliff, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Allow me to join you.
For a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna...
Jesus Christ, Paimon, if you don't... Nah. Okay, this is bad. What the? Oh, right.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan?
All these years, the Abyss Order has merged and need to stay hidden or defense their own position. This may be their first change ever since they had a fine. Which reminds me, once we find in the start, I can't promise I will be able to have your back.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your sister again, even better. Let's go!
What? We're actually playing Densley. Sadly, he's not in this list. Ooh. Okay, so his ability. Let's set up the party. We're gonna need some backup. We're gonna give Ganyu a bro. Fuck, Brian, it's not helping. What's Ganyu? You know what? Should we give her a try? Yeah, let's give her a try. We're gonna need a heal, so you know what? Let's go with this.
Strike a pose!
Mine to wield.
I had showed it a while ago. Holy shit, he just killed it like that.
Shower me with praise!
I already said it in the previous stream when I started this. Like, she can surround with herself well, a little bit with assist with a cryo, so that doesn't harm her. I'm gonna have to play the healer role on this one. Alright. Now let's go. We're gonna probably need this.
Stabilize.
Hello, buddy.
Gather. Hear the inferno.
I present!
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with the Yansan. No one's backing down. They're fighting back with everything they have.
Cheap tricks.
Hear the truth. The name of the truth. Order guide you.
Gone!
The power of revelation
Oh, it's this guy, okay.
shall set you free.
This is your fight, so.
The world. Grace be
Upon you! My heart! Stop. James said, shut up.
the power of revelation
Stabilize.
shall set you free. The door is opened unto you.
I'm gonna have to move. Oh, great, another one. Cheap tricks. Okay, agree there. He's all yours, buddy.
Gather. This is order.
I gotta do better than that, buddy.
Order guide you.
Not time for this shit. Wow, that didn't last long for you.
Stabilize.
Dainsleif, the relentless spectre that haunts us. The abyss is all present. To feel is futile. To resist it, vain.
Nice, Damascus. Oh, I throw him.
We'll have order.
We reach the end.
Once again.
Ah.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
It is indeed. I will take my every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So, where's the Traveler's sister then?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
You really tire me. The old woman event is ours. At least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I'd like to see what makes you believe you already won, or that you can still turn the tide of this war.
Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our princess has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. Her Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
The Abyss Order's greatest wish.
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction, and then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? She used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give her some cover? Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived, and all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
What a low end. Your foolishness, your falsehood are relating to the flaws. My ears tied of... Isn't there more than just ley lines?
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as Fuck Plus. If it was really so easy, Moika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Conria has indeed revived, as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
Anything I miss? Are these signs of I could have missed?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
A vague memory seen Lumine last night, facing the Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all there. Were other signs as well. The Abyss Order related to when the attack of their stronghold, the Ensans Satali. This isn't their usual style. This gotta be a mutating. Wait, couldn't have. I mean, he was right. Another possibility of maybe I am a different time and space from if she's kind of like whatever the case, we might, with your mind right now, do not trust our. That's a fair point. Look can be deceiving.
Solidify! The embrace of the abyss.
Abyss are nothing.
The show begins!
I throwing that shit, you little dickhead!
Stabilize!
I'll give you another one. There you go.
You battle invasion! The Abyss Order's mission has been fulfilled!
If it were fulfilled, why are we not seeing it? I'll let you do another round.
Gather!
These are yours.
This is order.
Of course your body's failing.
To the name of the abyss!
Extinguished! Mine to wield.
It's time to die.
That should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Damn, that's only the potential lead we have. I understand what you think. She might be from the Reviver Conway, yes? I have said my piece. I doubt Conway has revived so easily, but if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her about their theory. Good idea. What? I thought Seem familiar? My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead early. The curse of my immortality stuck you too. Then
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Harden. I should have known. Speaking of fucking someone who needs to get in here. Hey Jay. I'm starting to think, yeah. Here's the picture, by the way. I'm streaming, by the way, just to let you know.
Oh, okay.
Here, but here's a picture. Because I took a picture of Dainsleif. And on top, hello Natasha. Also, I took a, also, Satali is jealous much.
Well, I now have Skirk guaranteed.
Take a look at that picture, Jay. If you're wondering, I'm starting to think he is, but take a look.
Yeah.
The one we were discussing yesterday.
Yeah, I know, same. I'm thinking that same thing. I was talking to Allie while I was off the PlayStation, and me and her were talking about that, and yeah.
I'm starting to, and we found his master. Well, so-called master.
Alright.
Huh. You cost you all of my respect a long time ago.
As it may. Under the circumstances,
like
I see no
so now I
further
have
reason
Skirk
for us to
guaranteed
fight.
because I pulled Chi-Chi
The curse
earlier
of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over. Speaking of a war. Well, let them fight. Whatever.
Yeah, let them fight.
Have you finally had enough? You were joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just your actions of the Abyss Order. If I would have took out of account what did in Conria, you soon find out how much darker your nightmare can become.
All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down? What? Not a fan of remedy?
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is getting too old Conria comrades. I never thought I'd side with the Abyss. I don't know. You could have easily blamed the princess for her betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them. But she was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within her had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at her choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything she's doing now, including her regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in her heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
I suppose you have changed a lot in the past 500 years. Otherwise, I never expect you to forgive her. I have been in glorious during your time. The Night Academy in in the Black Seraph blade work. I might not have come to loathe you so much. Is that so? All good deeds were clearly to the spirit of the Academy Code, cavalry. Yet I received the corporal punishment for being reckless and brainless. And as much it pains for me to bring up his name, even my co-students was for the following spirit of knighthood. Even lost a limb over it. There's a little point to discuss it now, of course, but all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Han? You were the mass to benevolence as I suppose the next generation of knights. Well, to boost your own position in reputation. What?
I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly.
But in fact,
the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called home.
No wonder you're stuck in me indefinitely. Memories are indeed a crucial part of our person identity. So, the Khaenri'ah we once called home. Son of a bitch! We ain't gonna find out anytime soon. All sight, memories, and feelings, everything in the heart. Simply everything seems time.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it?
I'm not interested neither.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
Loom of fate? What have you had done with it? Tell me. I'm afraid
I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So the lumen phase is running as we speak. And so-called meditation your members has been performing is supposed to supply the loom with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We are people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future. Will weave our homeland anew, and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking. What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
That's where I am supposed to come in. You look...
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So that was your true call. To lure me here, guide me into the state of meditation to access my memory. So be it. A few of my faded memories for your entertain army that strike me as far trade. Your gamble everything you have on the loom of fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps, but that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Enough for that, beloved leader. You said that you would pay any price for your didn't you not? In that case, prepare for slaying another 100 times. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Before dawn, defeat the Abyss Order as the Master of the Night Wind. And we're back to my original team. Hey! Wish I could use the Rhino, but I don't got the time for that now. Heal that real quick. I'm in the tree.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
What the hell? You okay? Did something happen? That's the vision we seen. What is this? Could it be the Cataclysm? Is this where...
We're not from the same world, are we?
No. I come from the future.
Wait, but that's great. That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for her, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your sister. Surely she must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way when I do find her, I can convince her that you're also searching for her.
A memento. That's the key. It was Huff. Wait.
Huh? What is it?
She was cursed. That adds everything. Is this her? Is her in the future? Let's give him the same fate. What's going on? There's Lumine. So, what happened? A time. We must have a hand in there. There's no way in. You know all this? I knew only the end. I've been curious about the event that led to it. The Cataclysm has first began 500 years ago. I, as the Princess of Conria, are prepared to do my part, to fight back with all I might. But this girl, she found me. The irony was that even as she dismally begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspect of how the claim that you were searching for me, but then it shows me that the key of your chamber, she actually did it. She actually did it. We spent every since I awakened to that. I searched my whole planet and found no traces of you anywhere. Then she brought me the news that you were probably a moment. I face what is an extreme difficult decision. I want to see you again, but Camille was equally desperate in need my help. I knew that no matter what I choose, I regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I said it myself to, again, the guilt of my decision, I went to see you. But I found you, and even the key of the chamber, we still one person. 3 keys in a moment. It couldn't make sense of what I see, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran there where you are right now. In our memories. This question still haunts me from the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So my action 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me? She hopes that the savior was rescue Conria to save the entire world, but instead, the news she brought lead the savior that make complete opposite direction. How awful that her fate is that how her story must end. Has Conria been revived? Not yet, but I'm taking a very important step now. The ley lines in Conria are complete. Now are complete. I always thought that Tavas ley line were the locked it from the heavenly principles. No more can be added than the existing. Once cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appears to be expecting to rule it. Rule. It has a sense. So if directly the Abyss Order the attack on Natlan, to buy me some time to enter the Night Kingdom to negotiate the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for the other reason, the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. Most of it could do is the room to carry out other wave programs. So Lord of the Night did say before, even she could only not ley lines is my reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Night permission. And you activate the Loom of Fate. Using the 500 years ago, so over the present day, spend time, space time. It's allowed me to you and cross path. So she was the key the whole time. Right.
Oh, sorry.
That was I saw in my dream. Sure, she's not lying about that, Lelitas, but what I don't understand is why did the Light Lord agree with this? After that, the new kind of reality memories of the old drew from the Abyss Order memories is their meditation session. But those memories as raw materials, the Lumiface finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlantis of the New World. This is a Lumifate holding within the entire network. Conra's ley lines within this nation, once known as Conra, can rise again. One day I will find a host location for it. Why revive? Why? Is it really because the guilt? When I first arrived in Conrail 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I served as the princess for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. But your memories were erased. But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Conrail. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs on so heavy on me. But even so, that only part of my movement. More importantly, I wish to speak with the heavenly principles. As an equal, I will need the might of all the entire world behind me. I don't know why, but it doesn't sound like you at all. I mean, this whole your plan. Why does it? all along. The only... Have I? Will be...
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you! The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All
You okay?
thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsliff's, of course. What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world.
That hurts. That shit hurts.
Paimon was looking all over for him, and then he suddenly reappeared. Right back in the same spot. But looking a lot more glum.
I need some time to think everything in. Okay. I need some time to take everything in. We're almost at the ending. We're at the ending right now. Oh, for fuck's sake! She's drunk.
I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your sister? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now. And learned quite a lot.
For the love of God. She was drunk and now she's back at sober. Can you stop doing that? Jesus Christ. Save. Every time.
Huh? You met your sister?
We had a long talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your sister accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
I would never expect that.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but... in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Malwika had an argument with the captain.
He's still alive?
Malwika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your sister's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just want to I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler?
Still feel like I messed up.
Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Varessa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
But there's somewhere else I want to go first.
Huh?
Eon-san, leave him be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Old wounds can break this one. I know how that feels. Before you knew it, you fell asleep, Joe. You seem... But this time... a space of time for you. Well, that was a tough ending. And a lot to swallow. We'll get to the final thoughts in a bit. Let me just mark this place. There you go. Alright, final thoughts. We can switch back now. Alright. I'll let Travel leave him be here. Where is she? There you are. Ground control. Oh boy.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Alright. I'll do with Kanish later. Oh no. Final thought time. Alright. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, Sasha. Just doing this just to wrap up something here. Final thoughts. This is hard to swallow. There you go, much better. So this is a hard to swallow for the traveler. So now we know the true method of this ley line, and the Nightwind accepted this thing. They're trying to revive every piece of evidence of the Nightwind, of Kamiya. Dansley believes that it's already erased. But what is the purpose of the bringing it back? Probably a new era? One thing I think we both share that same thing in common, both the Traveler and both Travelers there, they do want to talk to the Heavenly Principles. I guess you can say they gone too far. I'm starting to think now we see the real terms of why that the Heavenly Principles are doing they feel like is right for them. Out of their own benefit or out of something else. But in any case, that's the main target. But to get there, we have to deal with Snetsnaya first. And I'm sure we have to. But in any case, I'll end it here, guys. Friday I will stream the one you're seeing before, Skirt, and see what she can give us. What info she can give us. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next stream. And like always, subscribe. This is ATM 77 Unleashed. The channel has been unleashed. You live and you learn. I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye!